Please show me the way, baby, to your heart. Please show me the way.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. So what I'm doing today is doing a little DIY fall project. So I'm going to be making liquid leaf gilded pumpkins, and I have never done this before, so you and I are going to be learning together. But supposedly this is a very simple, easy tutorial that even kids can do. So if you want to do it with your kids, your significant others, a group of friends, whoever it is, they turn out beautifully and I'm so excited to see how they look. And you do only need a few items for this tutorial, which I will go over here in a second. So let's go ahead and get started.
To your heart, and nothing is better for me to be with you, and nothing is better for me, nothing is better. Baby, show me some love songs, 'cause tonight I wanna fall in love. You told me you love me too.
Alright, so first thing that you'll need for this tutorial is a bucket of water or some container filled with water. So the pumpkins that I'm using are about, I would say, 6 inches tall. So I did about 6 inches of water in this container. So this is what you're going to be dipping your pumpkins into. And then you'll also need, I highly recommend some gloves because I started doing this without them and I got gold leaf all over my hands. So definitely recommend a pair of disposable gloves. And then some sort of either like a popsicle stick. This is a wooden skewer, but basically anything along these lines will work. This is to dip the gold leaf into the water. And then you'll also need the gold leaf. So let me put this glove on because this is very, very messy. So just keep that in mind if you're going to do this project. So the gold leaf that I got, this is from Hobby Lobby and it was about $7. And I have used about half of it because these are larger pumpkins. If you're using smaller ones, you probably won't need nearly as much gold leaf, but this will definitely work for the 3 medium-sized pumpkins that I have. And then last but not least, you'll need some white pumpkins or orange, basically whatever color you want to do. I think the white will pop the best with the gold leaf and they look a little glam and just very chic and beautiful pumpkins. Alright, so before I get into the actual tutorial, I did want to show you one pumpkin that I have already done and it turned out so well. I'm very excited, and all of them will turn out just a little bit different depending on how you dip, but this is one example of a gold leaf pumpkin. So as you can see, it's just depending on where you dip it, like you can even dip it on its side like this or kind of roll it when you dip it into the gold leaf, but just depending on how you do it, the design will turn out differently. So this is just one that I have done already, so let's go ahead and do the other 2. So what you're going to do is take your bucket of water and then your gold leaf, and you're going to dip your skewer, popsicle stick, whatever wooden device you're using, just dip it into the gold leaf and start dropping it into the water. So you want to cover about 20% of your bucket with gold leaf. So in a second here, I will pick up the camera and show you what that looks like. And I kind of did a little more than that, and even for these larger pumpkins I kind of poured versus just dropping in there just to give it a little bit more color. And I dipped my pumpkin about 2 to 3 times, so just depending on the look that you're going for, you can dip it however much as you want and put as much gold leaf on it as you want as well. And then I'm taking my skewer and I'm just kind of running the gold leaf together like this just to give it kind of more of a pattern, and then that way the pumpkin will have more coverage on it versus just little droplets. So this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I probably have a little bit more than 20% coverage of liquid gold leaf, but that's okay because I want my pumpkins to have more gold on them versus more white. So whatever look you're going for, whether it's more white, more gold, then just adjust the liquid gold leaf accordingly. So now I'm going to take my pumpkin and I'm just going to dip it into the gold leaf and kind of move it back and forth, just depending on whatever look that you are trying to achieve. So this is the look of the second one. So most of the gold leaf is here at the bottom, and then I have a little bit of like swirls of gold leaf here at the top. And I like that one just because it looks like it's just been dunked right into it. So I think I'm gonna leave that one as is. And then now I'm just gonna repeat the same thing for my next pumpkin. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through that, speed this up, and show you what the final result is.
Baby, listen to my voice, 'cause tonight I want you.
Alright, so all three pumpkins are dipped. So this one definitely has the most gold leaf. This was the very last one that I did. And then this one is just kind of dunked here on the bottom. And then this one is kind of a mixture of both, but it has more gold on it as well. So I love how these turned out, and I love how all of them are different. But just depending whether you just want to dunk the bottom or roll the entire pumpkin around in the gold leaf, there are so many ways to do this tutorial, but I love how it turned out. Alright guys, so this does conclude today's DIY fall tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will definitely be using this for years and years to come because it was so simple. It took me probably 10 minutes, if that, just to get everything gathered and to dip the pumpkins. And then now I'm gonna let them dry for a little while, but it is very simple. You can do it with kids, your significant other, friends, just by yourself, with whoever. It's a great, beautiful fall project to do, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.